Hey homies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Haley.
And I'm Yale.
And this is What's the Tea?
And this is
So, we're going to be getting into August. I can't believe it's already August, honestly. July really went pretty quick. It feels like the rest of the year is just going to blow by, honestly.
this was the very setback, and we're feeling it. We're sorry we're low energy, but this month has been tough, tough, tough.
Draining. And like it hasn't been like draining like in a negative way, but it's just like there's just so much to do this month.
So much going on, so much like mental stability, so much like everything's not moving, everything's stagnant. Retrograde period has just, drag us through the mud and dirt, and you know, we're here surviving, living, so we're kind of happy about it. The new moon in Leo has given us kind of a little hope, and we'll see what August is going to be, and hopefully this is going to be shaping us into a stable and safe place to be this upcoming
Absolutely.
year.
Absolutely. So let's get into our month forecast. Let's see what's going on. You guys know this. If this is your first What's the Tea forecast, welcome. If you've been on this rodeo before, you guys already know. Let's get into it. So let's pull our oracle cards. We wanted to do a plant theme this month because I just feel like August is about growth. So let's pull our oracles, see what August has for us. And oh wait, let me smudge first. Sorry, I forgot. We'll just see what August has for us. So we're not gonna rush into this, guys. So hang tight with us. Also, I'm really glad that we realized that we can do this format because quite a few people have told me that the iPad has just made it a lot better in terms of quality for being able to hear the reading and see the reading. So that's great.
Thanks.
All right. August. Let's think about August. Honor with the snake plant. We have the ghost mushroom, shine. Ooh, a lot of green too. The heart chakra, taking care of ourselves in like the heart kind of way and the emotional kind of way.
We got the hobby.
Resurrection. That's pretty.
So we have, there's a lot of, like nostalgia. There's a lot of things going on, but there's a lot of release rigidity. And this is the Valerian. I've been seeing this a lot. It's
with the meow meow.
Like everything will pass. Just, stay in the moment. Right now, it's asking us to stay in the moment. It's asking us to release. It's asking us to let go of things. So just, and so you are sacred, you are worth it, you are, divine, and everything's happening for them. So
I have honor, shine, and protection. Protect your energy. You are sacred and your energy is sacred. Your time matters, your feelings matter, and also don't recognize when you are wrong. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging like, you know what? I didn't really think that all the way through, or you know what, now that I've gone back over it, I realize you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with admitting that you're wrong in certain situations, but also like recognize when you're right as well.
Yeah, we just need clarity and figure out where everything is going to be put into place in order for us to move forward. Like sometimes we get caught up on moving, but we don't set the path stones of what's going to happen or like how we want to shape it. So it's just a lot of things are happening in life that are making us very anxious and resourceful. Last thing was resources. So we're trying to gather everything. We're trying to like. I feel like that's the common energy of like everything is moving slow. So we're kind of preparing to like embrace what's gonna what's the future. Right now we're in the air for a lot of us.
Yeah.
So let's see. Okay, this is what we do it. Let's get some guidance, get some clarity, and then we can. All right.
555 on the timer. What is the main focus for the month? I'll pull the first one. What is the main focus? Ooh! Don't get scattered. You see how like everything kind of just fell everywhere? Again with that like protection and honor. Honor your time. Honor your energy. Protect your space, Don't allow things to get you scattered or out of place. Release the edgy, pokey, not sures and just go with it. Our main focus for the month. We have the Seven of Swords reversed. What were these? The Five of Swords reversed. Wow. Our main focus for the month is the Seven of Swords reversed. It doesn't have to always be this like... Make sure you're finishing what you start. If you're going to start something, if you're going to put in effort to do something, or, it's... I think August is the follow-through month. If you're studying for a certain course and you're ready to take the final test, or, other things like that, it's time to make sure that you are doing things directly and clearly, and make sure that you are finishing what you're starting. That's the vibe with the Seven of Swords, is like, they're the person who's like, oh yeah, totally, let's do it. And then like, they just don't do it. And you're like, all right.
It's fascinating. Like you set yourself a lot for like the amount of things that you're really going to commit. I feel like that one's more about commitment and like oversharing or over like, it's more about the mental of having a lot in your mind and not able to release it because you're focusing on the wrong things.
Mm-hmm. What is it? The blockage? Blockage for the potential blockages.
Purification. The person, like this one was added, but it's.
Wait, what card is that? Sorry, it cut out.
Purification.
One more time.
In reverse. Purification.
Is that death?
No, it's not that. It's the high priestess, or not high priestess. What's the male version? Hierophant.
Oh, the Hierophant.
But in reverse. There's a lot of things that you need to let go of, like what your values, not values, but like core beliefs that you probably would have. And there's a lot of clearing out, like probably mental like blockages that you set, maybe culturally, maybe by like your previous generations. There's a lot of things that you need to clear out, and there's a lot of opportunities for you to like release what's probably not yours and release into like clarity. um, send it back. It's not yours. Like, I feel like a lot of us are clearing out those generational traumas around this time because the season of like meeting with people is coming. So that has to like kind of stop now in order for us to like be able to navigate mentally the upcoming months.
I forgot. It's almost holiday season, and everyone's
So
going back to school. We're about to start being just kind of all mushed back together again. So like again, protect your energy. Don't allow like other people's rigid energy to get onto you or affect you. You know what I mean? Shine through even if everyone else is looking at you and they're like, I can't believe that. You need to follow through anyway. It doesn't matter who's looking at you. And it's funny too because the Seven of Swords and the Ghost Mushroom are literally like low key the same colors. I don't know if you can see that. Wait, where am I? There we go. It's like that same like green and dark green. And it's like it doesn't matter what other people see or don't see or believe or don't believe. You know, you need to follow your core values and your core truths.
I also got the devil in reverse.
Mm. Sorry, my chickens are
So
outside.
there's a lot holding you. And this is more about like your habits, you know, your everyday, and that you probably are not sure if those are the right things to do. So there's a lot of focus on clearing out and making sure that you're releasing. Uh, Also with the releasing rigidity, like you're not able to fix everything. You're not Superman. A lot
Yeah.
of people are, but it's not the way.
Some things are what they are. And just because somebody else is not going to follow through does not mean that you're not supposed to. You know, you need to follow through on what is best for you. And that's where that devil reverse comes in too of like, you know, it's time to start breaking these habits and breaking these patterns. If you're truly going to grow and you're truly going to develop, it's time to make some changes, you know? And if that means breaking away from like a lot of the core things in your life and just kind of going solo for a little bit, there's nothing wrong with that, you know? But it's time to honor and protect our energy, honor and protect ourselves, you know, our spaces. What's the next one? Is it what
Uh,
needs to be prioritized?
what things to prioritize? Ooh, so we got King of Swords reverse and Page of or Knight of Wands.
Okay.
So it's move. It's not time. It's we need to prioritize what's in motion, what's gonna give us, traction. Uh, I feel like here's an opportunity to not think and just do, have your wisdom, but it's more about the action you can take. Uh,
Yeah.
you
And
know,
it's also like it's also about like I said that like follow through of like at a certain point you're gonna have to put your money where your mouth is. At a certain point you're gonna have to do what it is that you're gonna have to go in the direction that you're being pushed, you know. And if you're not like let's say it's time for you to leave leave your living situation, right? It's time for you to go out on your own, get your own place, do your own thing. At a certain point you're going to get to the point where you can it's going to be so bad for you living in that spot that you know you're not supposed to be in, that you might be put in a position where like you might get kicked out and you might be homeless. You know what I mean? Or your stuff might get ruined, or you might be in an abusive situation with your roommates or whoever you're living with. You know what I mean? And you know, and you've known for a long time that it's time to move out, but you won't do that. You know, at a certain point you will be pushed out is what I'm saying. And that's just an example.
yeah, but there's a lot of there's a lot of opportunity to change it, and then it's like you were you're caught up in the thinking of portion of it, and you're not acting. So opportunity to grow is you acting on it and deliver what needs to be delivered to whoever needs to be delivered.
Yeah.
So every time going to be what you are sacred for, and resurrection is going to be focusing on how you're going to shape your way out of all of this turmoil that we have been shaped by, like June and July. Like we need to recreate ourselves, and how are we going to recreate it is by, you know, dwelling and going through the emotions, but also like getting out and figuring out a way to like keep moving and keep
Pushing through the
motivation.
dark, even though we can't see.
Yep.
And you know what I'm noticing too on your cards and on my cards is that a lot of the cards, because I pulled the two for opportunities for growth this month, or yeah, opportunities for growth, and it's the Hermit reverse, but like a lot of my cards have like the black background, like the dark background, and like a little bit of light or like a little bit of color, you
Yeah.
know. And the vibe here is like, we honestly with this month, we're not going to be able to see what's coming. We're not. But we need to be prepared and we need to protect ourselves. We don't know, and not to say that there's going to be something bad happening. Maybe we're not seeing like the good things that are coming for us that we've been manifesting. But either way, we're just going to have to go through August just ready to go. You know what I mean? Just ready.
You just gotta be ready.
And stop,
Yeah.
pushing things off and stop, delaying things. Your opportunities available for growth, we have the Hermit reversed and we've got the King of Wands upright. It's time to focus on ourselves. It's time to uplift ourselves, start being more creative, start getting more inspired, maybe a little alone time. There's nothing wrong with that. And the with the Hermit and the 9 for the Onion, it's gonna be Virgo season, gang gang. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and Virgo and Leo season is the time to go outside and have fun, be in the sun, just feel vibrant and bright. And when Virgo season comes around, it's like, all right, let's get our sweaters, let's go to the library, let's study, let's sit down, it's back to school. You know what I mean? So
It's back to school. It's back to reality, and it's back from like, these like probably summer months that like you were caught up in all of these like, you know f- field trips and meeting up and events, and now it's getting caught up, and it's asking you to slow down and make sure that like you're moving on to the moment that you need to be. And yeah, it was fun, it was great, it was like a great summer, but there are other things that need to be revisited.
yeah. And with the King of
What's
Wands
like
too, it's like it's time to get out of that like fun in the sun energy and not get out of it. Enjoy the last of the summer, but it's time to start taking charge, taking authority. Let's get organized, you know what I mean? Get your planners. School, whether you're going back to school, whether, you're starting a new season for work, whatever it is, like it's time to start getting things back in order is the vibe here. Cuz
pull back?
we're not going to really be
Like,
seeing what's next, you know.
what's the problem?
That was opportunities available for growth. So I think we're on just our final advice.
I got eight of coins or pentacles.
Mm.
So investing in time and work might not like be sufficient. It's asking nine of cups. Bring your emotions and like fight with them, work with them. Maybe this is asking you to work with your emotions, and this is why you need to kind of like center back, because there's a lot of that you need to revisit and work on, and put yourself um, with a full cup ahead of you. Uh, and on the bottom, I got seven of pentacles. Yeah, we're a little disappointed maybe on like money situation. We also have the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. Oh shoot!
It's like I said about like the getting back on schedule, the getting back to work with that 8 of Pentacles reverse. It's like, all right, it's time to get it's breaks over. Let's get our stuff together. Let's get ready, you know. Let's start
But
focusing back on what we need to focus on.
this Ace of Pentacles. Like, I feel like we're so caught up on like, oh, this summer and like everything that happened and we went so fast and like now it's over and like recapping everything and like, yeah, setting back, but like, what are we setting up for? And I
Yeah.
think it's asking us to think the future and what the goals are for us to not be, disappointed because we're lack of resources, lacking of this. Like, it was fun and it gave you everything that you wanted. And now, what is next? Because not everything lasts.
All right, we got our last three. I pulled. We have the gorilla. Take time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. And recognize
Mm-hmm.
this too. The energy needs to match. In order for healing to happen, there has to be an actual conversation and actual accountability. You are not obligated to forgive someone who does not want to acknowledge what they did. Okay, so like you are welcome to listen and let them like say what they have to say, but accountability is still accountability. And that's what that Seven of Swords reverse too, of like, don't backtrack and just kind of be like, okay, well, I guess it's fine, I guess you learned your lesson. No, have you actually learned your lesson? You show me. You prove it to me.
Actions,
Yep. Actions.
not words. Like, oh, like what's gonna happen? It's actions, and it's
Mm-hmm.
asking what are your actions moving forward? Because it feels like for now, like the refocus needs to be happen towards like your career, towards your goals, towards your like innovation, your motivation, you're cultivating something, and it's putting work and it's putting like, seeding the garden. And what seeds are you going to plant and what are you going to emotionally pour into so that these seeds are going to grow big and strong, I
Yeah.
feel like it's the resurrection. It's asking you to go through this period of time to reschedule, to reevaluate, to just redo. I think the
Refresh.
fresh, the release,
Right.
resurrection. Because at the bottom of all of this is gonna be your work,
Mm-hmm.
and you are sacred. You are somebody of value. So, you know, put that value back to you, put that value back to your career, put that value back to what needs your focus, and um, you know,
Support yourself.
fun as will come back.
We have the honeybee. Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. Again, if there is accountability and if there is truly the space for growth and healing to happen, then allow it to happen. But don't allow yourself to be pressured into something that does not sit right with you. We have the walrus. Remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to the signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. Like I said, with that devil reverse, it's like recognize when the same thing is happening again and take the moment
The
to have
same
the ability to say, you know what? I'm standing on business on this. I'm not going to do this Seven of
thing.
Swords thing where I'm going to like cower away and back up and you know what? You're right. No. Stand on business. Do what you need to do this month.
Because it's gonna shape you to the next like months. Like I feel like for us, we have encountered like a lot of enduring and resilience. Uh, but now it's gonna be like, okay, this is breaking the ground, making space for what's about to happen. So like, what is next? Um, why did I lose so much, and what am I getting back, and how am I getting that back, and how am I working on getting that back?
And protect and honor your energy. Protect and honor your feelings. Recognize when you are not being valued. Recognize when you are being valued and act accordingly. It's time to focus on ourselves
And
this month and really just kind of build ourselves up.
This guy, this guy has 10 toes and they're down.
10 toes down, period.
So just keep moving. Just keep pacing yourself. It's not a fucking race. We're just jogging.
Well, you
It's
guys,
crazy because it's about to be like it's kind of the middle of like the year, or like past the half year. So it's about to be down
yeah, we're down to
to,
the final quarter.
you know. So what are you seeing in this quarter in order for you to like obtain at the end of the year some kind of like reward? Because we want the Ace of Pentacles upright. We want the eight and the seventh of Pentacles to be upright too. You know, we're working, we're seeding, we're seeing the cultivation of our time and effort. So just put yourself first, take time and make sure that you have the resources aligned.
All right, you guys, that's all we got for you this month. I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you check out other videos on the channel, see if you got any messages around in our pick a piles. I love you guys so much. Make sure you comment down below, let us know what's going on, and we will catch you guys next month on the next What's the Tea?
Yeah.